Would you care to explain your recent attacks on one Chris LeRusso?
Well, if you want to understand the attacks on Chris LeRusso, then you should understand the Black Hand Society. As we've talked about before, what the Black Hand represents is an elite, and you don't just get that moniker by just showing up and doing your job. Now, Chris has been very, very good for Black Diamond Wrestling. He has been a great heavyweight champion, a guy I know fairly well. A couple years ago, I managed Chris to a Diamond Division title over Jay Flash, who at that point was the longest reigning Diamond Division champion in the company's history. So I know Chris fairly well, but to be in the Black Hand Society, you have to pay the toll, so to speak. So these attacks on Chris have been what we'll call a recruitment drive. You see, Chris is a great competitor, one of the best that Black Diamond has ever seen. So the attacks on Chris have been purely us trying to get him to notice that he is better than what he's been doing out there. He is better than pandering to the fans of Black Diamond. This is a guy who has real potential to break out, and he's an elite competitor. So Chris will continue to pay his tolls, and Chris will continue to get beat up until he accepts what is the inevitable, that he should be joining us. He shouldn't be fighting against us. Much like when Matt Connor came out with that chair, we wanted Matt Connor to join us because he's an elite guy. He's a top-notch guy. This is a guy who went toe-to-toe with Chris Hero. And for him to attack us, well, that didn't make a whole lot of sense to us. But why wouldn't you want to join the elite? Someone will. Sooner or later, one of those guys will see that to be the best, you have to be represented by this. And it's not easy to be represented by the Black Hand. It takes dedication, it takes hard work, it takes being an elite at what you do. It is a mark that few are deserving. And eventually, maybe, we'll find someone who deserves the mark that we all share.